Ladies and gentlemen, don't leave just yet. Coming up is the final performance of the night. These are by far the biggest songs of 2017 and 2018. Get ready for the performance of the night.
Ginny Amma, Ginny Amma, Ginny Amma, Ginny Amma, Ginny Amma, Ginny Amma, masterpiece ni pate Ginny Amma, 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 masterpiece ni pate Ginny Amma. Ngoma yenye ilikuwa na content peke yake ni ya chini ya mwamba, niko chini ya mwamba, isipokuwa sasa nywele umeweka dai kwa nywele paka sasa uko chini ya dai, hata sasa tena si chini ya mwamba. As a matter of fact, this year there's no cow's eyes. We need to talk. We need to talk. We need to agree. We need to reclaim, repossess, retake, rejuvenize, and bring back the content that is gospel leadership. Nauliza, muna flash setani kama go.
Luka, ni dance na ATT kwa maana Mungu wangu amenipotu na niko zile za yes, kidole sangu zile za yes, kidole sangu zile za yes, kidole.
Go and tell the devil kidole sangu. Jua kidole sangu ni nini? What is wrong with that?
Certainly, the Christian media is a dying force.
And he's living his life.
Wait. The Christian media is a dying force?
The Christian media is now going through its last very extravagant death throes. Jim and Tammy Baker,
where do you get these statistics from?
all of the evangelists are slowly falling out of favor. And as we move into the satanic century, we're going to see Christianity's last gasp.
Well, now hang on. Excuse me just a minute, Nicholas. You make some broad sweeping statements that do not have statistical validation. Now, while it is true that certain televangelists have had a marked drop in their audiences, overall the growth of religious media in America is exploding. Can you quote me any statistics in regards to religious radio stations and religious television stations?
Much more.
Do you know how fast they are growing in this country?
There's much more religious media than ever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's a sign of the death throes of Christianity. You've given up your ideals, and now you're joining the devil's ranks, which is to entertain people.
When you look at the word entertainment, I'm going to give you some few definitions of that. And I will only master on one. The word entertainment is that which stands for amusement. The lower what? Comedy. And first, this stupid man said, you've given up your ideals, now you're joining the devil's ranks, which is to what? To entertain people. So the guy knows very well that your ideals, did you see the ideals that we've talked about? Jesus said you're the salt of the world. You're the light of the world. You are all these things. As following Jesus, when we focus on Jesus, we see who Jesus is with all those ideals. So this man says, you people, you've given up those ideals. You've joined the devil's rank. Around is a lion. You are playing in the devil's line. That is not what your Jesus left you. Now you're entertaining people. And look at the word entertainment. This is the Encounter Dictionary, which says that which stands for what? Amusement. The lower comedy, a farce, because you say a bizarre situation, a ridiculous situation in which everything goes wrong and becomes what? A sham. A sham. Something that someone, pretends. You pretend. That's what it is. It becomes a sham. Something fake, presented as genuine, and it is not. And it is not. Let's continue. It says an imposter. You know an imposter? Somebody who pretends to be something he or she is not. He continues. He says, a comic play. Now tell your neighbor, a comic play. In which authority? Keep saying it. In which authority? In which order? In which morality? Are at risk. And ordinary people are caught up in extraordinary events. That is where I'm going to give my teaching today. Listen to me. And all the musicians that are seated here and singing. The pleasure which the mind receives from anything interesting and which hold or arrest attention. Now look at the word authority. Do you know? I said this is where I'm going to lay my foundation. A comic play in which authority. Are you seeing? So authority is at risk. Are you seeing that? And ordinary people are caught up in extraordinary what? Are you seeing that? Look at this. Authority is at risk, and ordinary people are caught up. Now look at this. The word authority, which basically means exhaustion. Even if you forget that, you still be baptized. It's okay, leave that for me. Amen? Sometimes it helps me know what I'm saying. So in the biblical expression, it indicates 4 ways. Say 4 ways. 4 ways. So when this man is saying, he's telling actually the preacher of the gospel of Jesus, a Pentecostal man, that you've given up your ideal, you are joining the devil's ranks, which is to entertain people. He's basically telling you this. In the biblical expression, it indicates 4 ways. So these 4 ways are at risk when you entertain people in church. Number 1, the freedom to decide or a right to act without hindrance. When you bring entertainment, that is different. You put it at risk. So people will not have the freedom to decide or have the right to act without hindrance. You remove that authority. That's the first thing he's saying, according to biblical understanding. It means it begins with God, for there is no authority except from God. When you bring entertainment, you lift up that. It's taken away completely. That's why it says, when you start entertaining people, it's a comic play that takes away, that put authority, order, morality at risk. So when this is lifted, when you bring authority, most likely it begins with God. The first thing you are going to remove is the authority of God. There is no authority except that one of God. That's what he said. You get to this. Number 2, an authority, the word means, it refers to the power, ability, or capability to complete an action. When you bring entertainment, you take the power away from people to be able to arise in the power and ability to complete an action, which means they become powerless. Jesus gave disciples the authority to trample on snake and scorpion. I'm going to prove that to you. When you entertain people, this is what happened. Let me show you. This is what happened.
Ufalme wa Mungu na utakatifu wake na vitu vyote vile vizuri nitaongezewa kama ugali sosa. Uwezi pewa ugali sosa kama bado hujanunua. Basi mwenzangu, mtafute Mungu, utaongezewa ugali sosa. Kuna kuna hoteli ambayo miwenda kukamata ugali na supu ya magoti. Mara tu mlima wa ugali ukifika, naanza kufanya testi za muluya. Ya kwanza nafinya ugali, inachomoka pande zote za mkono. Ya pili navumba ugali, tupa kwa ukuta, narudi kama tennis. Ya tatu napuliza ugali, na maji nyeupe inaenda spiral. Ugali inapata certificate. Waiter, leta sosa. Naanza kusakata ugali, na mega ugali hapo kwa ango tita. Halafu na mwana Wepukhulu, kumbe alikuwa pande ile ya meza. Waiter anamukaribia, anamuuliza nikupe nini bwana. Wepukhulu anasema ugali, sosa na kadhalika. Waiter anasema excuse me. Wepukhulu anazusha, mabaunza wakambeba juu, wakamtandika. Chonga viazi.
A song like that can cast out a demon. A song like that can empower anyone who's listening from it. So you can clearly see it refers to the power, ability, and capability to complete an action. So when it says, when you detain people, you put, it's a comic play that put authority at risk. When you detain people, it makes authority go away. And you find, that's why you can't let a song like that. And come on, Gali, come on, and pick up one put in a Rudy Kamatanis. Can that song cast out a demon? When you entertain people, what basically also you do, it refers to the power, ability, or capability to complete an action. You deny Christians the power by entertaining them. There is a power that can be released in a song, which someone is able to associate with it. There's some song, you play them, demons runs away. And this song cast out the demon. Man, imagine, man, you are playing spiritual warfare, and when you say play a song like this, you know, I mean, you're praying your own time at night. Then you put this on. You see? That's very strange. That's what we call basically entertainment. Can you read Luke chapter 10, verse 19, please, as quick as possible?
Luke chapter 10, verse 19. The Bible says, I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions, and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you.
So when you come in church and start entertaining people, you take away that authority that God has to come down and start feeding his people. Because when a worshiper, a musician comes here, what they're supposed to do is to stand between you and God and bring the power of God down. And allow, be an atmosphere whereby you get filled with the Spirit of God. But when you entertain people, it takes away this. Look at number 3. It is used with references to delegated authority in the form of license or authorization to perform. You know what it means? It means this. God gave the apostle license to build up the church. So when you entertain people, you remove that license. People cannot be built anymore. When you entertain people, they cannot be built anymore. Because this cannot build people. This is what our young people, you know, I pity them. As I told you, we will fast 7 days. We will send letters to them. And we will get them here. They don't know what they're doing. Someone is lying to them. No, it's gone too far. It's gone too far. And you're sitting like nothing is happening. Hello? No. We cannot just keep quiet like that. This is what they've been suffering from.
Ndogo, vipi de, unajua bila Yesu ni tikide. Ai, mimi bahati de, nakwambia shida zako ni ndogo de. Ai, anakucheki de every day, ukicomplain to your holiday. hizo vitu ndogo de.
When he plays this is the kind of spirit he brings automatically among you.
Unajua bila Yesu ni tikide. Mimi bahati de, nakwambia shida zako ni ndogo de. Anakucheki de.
Saying this and saying that.
You see why this guy is so stupid? He's saying you've given up your ideas, you've given up the things that Jesus taught you, the most beautiful doctrine, the most beautiful thing he established to make you. Teaching people you are the salt of the world, you are the light of the world. This is the narrow gate. Don't enter through the narrow gate. Don't enter through the wide gate. Those are the ideas. We no longer teach those things, but these are the takataka we are bringing in the pulpit. And everybody, young people, just like this. And then when you define it entertainment, a comic play that takes away authority. Are you seeing that? That is what we entertain our young people with. Look at what they have just become.
Na feel kuruka ni dance na attitude ATT. Kwa maana Mungu wangu amenipa tu na niko zile za yes kidonge sambusa, zile za yes kidonge sambusa, zile za yes kidonge sambusa. Yesu amenipa tu na niko zile za yes kidonge sambusa, zile za yes kidonge sambusa, zile za yes kidonge sambusa. Amenipa tu na niko zile za head shoulders knees and toes, head shoulders knees and toes, head shoulders knees and toes, eyes ears nose and mouth, head shoulders knees and toes.
Go and tell the devil that you don't listen to stuff. What is wrong with that? Yes, you know what it is. Please stop laughing. You know, let me tell you. You know, this guy, when he said Christianity is playing its last gasp, conversion, we are dying, we are giving up. Are you seeing? Biblia, and the way the Bible is so big with all the lyrics in the Bible, no one is saying it. You know this? Please don't play that song for your husband. He's very good in dancing such a thing. You know this? What have we done to our young people? This is what we've done to them.
Kona nguvu nikona zigwembe ya Yesu zigwembe 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 nikona.
Look at what we are doing to our young people. They have no idea what Christianity is. They don't even understand what is an ideal of Christianity. And that's why these people look at us, they basically laugh at us. They laugh at us. They say, look at what you become. Look at what you become. The baby takataka yenu. Hapa, the takataka isn't. I rather preach to one person and take him to heaven and give my account to Jesus to say, I followed what your Bible says. Mamia takataka zimejaa kanisani zibadilike azifanye nini zime yaani zinataka tu nifuate maagizo sawa. So, number 3, it is used. We are talking about authority here. We are defining the word entertainment. Entertainment, it is used with reference to delegated authority in the form of license or authorization to perform, which means God gave the apostle license to build up the church. Can you read 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 8?
2 Corinthians 10 verse 8, the Bible says, for even if I boast somewhat freely about the authority the Lord gave us for building you up rather than pulling you down, I will not be ashamed of it.
Apostles were given to the churches to build up the churches. And that's why you read Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11. And the Lord says, it is I who gave some to be pastors, evangelists, apostles, prophets, and all teachers for the building up of the saints. When I do a song, it is to build, it's not what to bring down. Look at what number 4 says. Number 4 says this. It is not the sphere in which authority is exercised. That's what it is. God, church, civil, civil, parental, vocational. That's what we've been doing series in our church. That's the non-authority. And why do you think young people are becoming rebellious to this authority? Because of entertainment. When entertaining them, it puts kids in trouble. They disrespect their pastors. You don't notice that all those young people are not in charge? They don't stay in charge. It's just king after another king after another king. They have no charges at all. The subordinates in the relationship accept the ruler's orders, not by external constraint, but out of the conviction that the ruler is entitled to give orders. This Pastor Kuria that I'm putting there, how many of you remember? I think it was 2 years ago, this Groove Award that was at KICC and President Uhuru Kenyatta came. This guy goes on the pulpit and he says, I think it's a pastor from Mavuno. He said, I am saying this in this hall with all the boldness. And please, pastors, bear with me. Actually, all these young people that say, all the musicians that are seated in this hall, I can openly tell you, they have more influence, even more authority over the pastors of these days. How dare you speak like that? You speak like that? Read Numbers chapter 16, verse 8 to 10. Even Moses reminded the musician of his day, they died alive.
Numbers 16 from verse 8 to 10. The Bible says, Moses also said to God, now listen, you Levites. Isn't it enough for you that the God of Israel has separated you from the rest of the Israelite community and brought you near himself to do the work at the Lord's tabernacle and to stand before the community and minister to them? He has brought you and all your fellow Levites near himself, but now you are trying to get the priesthood too. It is against the Lord that you and all your followers have banded together. Who is Aaron that you should grumble against him?
Now God has brought you near to serve him, and as a musician, and as something else. Now you want to take the priesthood too? And you think you have authority? What people don't understand is that music puts people straight into leadership. That's why size 8 came from the one straight at the pulpit of the church, and she's a leader. Don't play with music. And yet you read First Timothy, which says, don't let a young man into leadership. He will become conceited, and fall under the same judgment as who? The devil. And that's what we do. Because music is very strange. You're a musician in the world. You get born again. You walk in the church. The pastor's tendency straight to tell you, oh, please, why don't you come and sing? That's what music does.